I wouldn't have been able to do anything except a good Indian Hindu Nari, with that kind of an image. So in the film industry, I did not get work at that point of time.
बच्चन साहब के साथ फिल्म आज का अर्जुन करने वाला था मैं, पर अनफॉर्चुनेटली नहीं कर पाया because the Bukadia साहब thought that this role may give a, because that had a slightly negative character.
Papa ji had a lot of cases against him. So Uttar Ramayan mein to, half the time he was not even there to direct it. You remember that, Sunil ji? आपको याद है? पापा जी रहते भी नहीं थे आधे टाइम पे, उनके बेटे डायरेक्ट करते थे.
I think Ramayan is one mythology कह लो कि रामायण जो दूरदर्शन पे वापस से रीटेलीकास्ट हुआ था after 33 years went on to break a record. Game of Thrones का record उसने break किया है. As someone who has been a part of that show, both Sunil sir and Dipika ma'am, first of all, welcome to Pinkvilla. It is my great pleasure to host you today here. How does it feel to know that, I remember Sunil sir से जब मेरी बात हुई थी, and in fact, I've read Dipika ma'am आपका भी मैंने interview में पढ़ा था कि when you guys had started playing this character, somehow I remember Dipika ma'am had said कि एक typecast सा हो गया था because people start looking at you in a certain way and a perception is formed within the industry as well. While Sunil sir had said कि उनका ये मतलब उनको आए थे 2-3 similar roles, but he was very much clear in his head that he doesn't want to do similar kind of role. So how did you guys manage to avoid that kind of typecast? या फिर how did it affect you personally?
See,
we'll start with Dipika ma'am.
Okay. So there was a definite typecast, and I think industry does give you that kind of a label, like an angry young man was Amitabh Bachchan, the romantic hero was Rishi Kapoor. So, you always had different stages where you do get into this typecast. So we were all typecasted. We were gods. B, I was lucky that I was a goddess, but yet I wore simple sari because right from my Vanvas period, I was wearing just a regular ulta pallu ki sari with a lovely bindi, or either my hair was open or I had them tied. But I looked like a regular housewife would. Nice, kind of a thing with an orange sari. So, but yes, I got typecasted with a certain kind of a role. Like I wouldn't have been able to do anything except a good Indian Hindu Nari, with that kind of an image. So, in the film industry, I did not get work at that point of time. And possibly that was a phase jahan pe heroines were far more glamorous, wearing different kind of clothes. I remember Ramayan jab release hui thi, if I'm not mistaken, Madhuri ki wo movie release hui thi, that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I don't know. Tezab, yes. Tezab, yeah. I think it was Tezab. So, around about that time, because I remember somebody had asked me to sing that song. That's how I remember this song. And I said, nahi, main to nahi gaati hu. So that was the era. So the girls were far more glamorous. They were not that, Sati Savitri looking sari pehne hui ladkiyan. So it got difficult. But I was lucky that I kind of got very good offers in South, in Gujarat, in Bengal.
What about you, Sunil sir? How did you avoid all this typecast?
See, what happened, I was very sure. First of all, during working Ramayan, I did have a couple of good offers, and very good offers rather. You can say that the actress who has done in my place, they are today's superstars kind of a thing. But unfortunately, I couldn't do it because the Sagar staff could not allow me to do it because I had given them 18 days in a month kind of a thing, So I was slightly frustrated, slightly irritated about things. And costume was definitely costume drama, which we were doing it kind of a thing. It was so heavy. It used to give me a lot of headache, and in fact, I used to feel because of the wig and all that, my hair used to pull and all kind of a thing. So I was not very keen. So whenever I was offered, I refused. I refused. I'm like, I didn't listen to the role. I didn't want to even know the character, what it is. I said, no, I'm not going to do it. I'm not interested in doing it. But at the same time, luckily, while doing Ramayan, I had a couple of work which I was doing it. Like I did Mr. Nari Hira's film that I did. Then I was doing it one film with Anuradha Patel, Phirai Barsat, around more or less same time kind of a thing. So there I was playing a very romantic kind of a guy. And here I was playing a tough guy with the machine gun and guns and all that kind of a thing. Yeah. So where our Ramayan, I was shooting a bow and arrow, and other side I was shooting a machine gun. So then the people have seen me. So I did have a good offer. A couple of offers came and on my way and all that. I did. but it was not successful. So what happened, if it is not successful, then you are not considered kind of a thing for the more work and all that. So that is what happened with me. But otherwise, work-wise, definitely, a couple of people definitely didn't offer me a work, but they said कि नहीं, लक्ष्मण की image है, and लक्ष्मण की image के अलावा हम कैसे offer कर सकते हैं? I was supposed to do बच्चन साहब के साथ film आज का अर्जुन करने वाला था मैं, पर unfortunately नहीं कर पाया because the Bukade साहब thought that कि this role may give because that had a slightly negative character. So I said I don't mind. I'll change my getup and I'll definitely look and all that. But he felt the audience may not accept.
आप दोनों ने इससे पहले भी एक रोमांटिक फिल्म में काम किया है, if I'm not mistaken. Tell me a little bit about that experience. How was it different, and what was I mean, when you guys met for the first time, what was the reaction like?
Bhavna, let me tell you, that was not a film, that was a serial which we did together. In fact, see the talent which Dipika madam has got. She played in one episode of My Mother also, another episode she's playing my girlfriend also, and third she's played my hubby also. So the range.
Yes.
So
I think for her, all these three things happened in a span of 3-4 months. Hai na?
Yes. Yes, and in fact, I can say that she is like a lady Sanjeev Kumar, because Sanjeev Kumar also has done something like that.
Okay, that's a good compliment. Really, very big compliment. Thank you, Sunil ji. I think it's damn sweet of you. Sunil ji is a very nice guy. Yeah.
Today, at least, आधी चीजें VFX से या फिर just like you try to hide behind, disguise it in a lot of ways. क्योंकि टेक्नोलॉजी उतनी है, उस वक्त उतना नहीं था, मतलब it was more real. Can you recall any moment which was like the most challenging part perhaps of shooting?
Yeah.
See, this was quite challenging. In fact, this particular keyword sequence was very challenging because the reason is that almost 50 degree temperature was there, and वहाँ पे लू भी काफी चल रही थी और नर्मदा थी, कोई पेड़ का शेड भी नहीं था जिसके नीचे आप खड़े हो सकते थे. आप सोच लीजिए मॉर्निंग 9 o'clock पे ये हालत थी कि अगर आप ऐसा हाथ लगा लो तो आपका मेकअप पूरा का पूरा उतर जाए. स्किन टोटली बर्न हो गई थी आपकी. और सोचिए, इट वाज डेफिनेटली टफ एंड यू कांट एक्सप्रेस दैट. आप कितना भी कोशिश करें, आपके चेहरे पे कहीं ना कहीं दर्द हो रहा है, तकलीफ हो रही है, तो वो छाले पड़ रहे हैं, आपको गर्म लग रहा है, वो एक्सप्रेशन भी नहीं आप खराब कर सकते. स्क्रीन पे दिख रहा है आपको एक्सप्रेशन भी मेंटेन करना है, पेन को भी बेयर करना है, जो गर्मी लग रही है उसको भी बर्दाश्त करना है, स्किन जल रही है वो भी बर्दाश्त करना है. और वी शॉट एंटायर डे. इट्स नॉट दैट 1 hour 2 hours वी कंप्लीटेड दैट. एंड इन फैक्ट आई रिमेंबर कि लास्ट में उसी में एक सीक्वेंस था जहाँ पे एक बोट के बदले वो एक ऐसा प्लेटफॉर्म सा बनाते हैं जिसके ऊपर ये निषाद राज को बोलते हैं हम लोग कि भाई अभी यहाँ से अब हम लोग अकेले चले जाएंगे, जाओ वहाँ पे. तो उसमें मेरे को याद है कि वो लंबा बांस लेके ना उससे वो पानी चलाना
पुश करना था,
जाना था. तो गए हम लोग थोड़ी दूर पे, और फिर जब पापा जी ने बोला, सागर साहब ने बोला कि भाई पैकअप कट हो गया, तो आप यकीन नहीं करोगे, मैंने विग उतारी और वैसे ही कपड़ों के साथ पानी में कूद गया क्योंकि आई जस्ट कुड नॉट बेयर द हीट. इट वाज सो हॉट,
Yeah.
I said, let's just relax for half an hour, 40 minutes.
And you know what, something like this, अगर होता है तो वो राफ्ट जिसमें हम लोग गए थे, वहाँ पे कोई ना कोई आपको वापस खींचने के लिए भी होगा. तो हमारे पास खींचने के लिए भी कोई नहीं था. बैकअप के बैग्स, we were doing this कि हमको भी लेके जाना घर वापस.
Yes.
I remember this.
रस्सी वगैरह से किसी से राफ्ट को बांधा गया नहीं था.
Yeah. It was very funny. When you're talking of क्या मुश्किलें आई, I think the basic मुश्किल was thing that we kind of overlook it. हम लोग रोज रात को शूटिंग करते थे. सुबह 6 बजे पैकअप होता था. फिर पैकअप होने के बाद I would have a cup of tea, change, have a shower, go to sleep and wake up in the afternoon at 2:33. तो मुझे लगता है ये इतनी unusual चीज है. And हम लोग ने ये continuously 3.5 साल हम लोग ने ये पैटर्न कंटिन्यू की. एंड मैंने एक फिल्म की इमीडिएटली ड्यूरिंग रामायण, उत्तर रामायण के टाइम पे, विद मिस्टर N.T. रामाराव इन हैदराबाद. उनका ये था बिकॉज इन साउथ ए वेरी डिसिप्लिन टाइम पे पहुंचो, तो यहाँ पे हम लोग दोपहर को उठते थे. इनके यहाँ पे दे वांटेड मी टू बी ऑन द सेट्स एट 5 o'clock. अम्मा 5 बजे पहुंच जाइएगा. I'm like, okay, अम्मा reaches at 5 o'clock, but it is so disturbing because आपको आदत पूरी आपकी change हो गई है. Your biological clock has changed. You are used to sleeping in the afternoon, keeping awake in the night. तो नींद भी नहीं आए. And then again, you have to wake up in the morning at 4. I remember it was a 20-day sequence with him also. So I think we've gone through quite a bit, but we've not realized it. You know, हंसी मजाक में, खुशियाँ में, अच्छे काम करने के चक्कर में, we have not realized कि what all actually we have ended up, you know, doing.
Missing,
and normal,
yeah.
And normal condition आज के ज़माने में कोई नहीं करेगा. I know that for sure. It's unheard of. These kind of things.
Not only that, in fact, I tell you one thing. उस समय ना जो लाइट्स होती थी, रिफ्लेक्टर्स होते थे. आज के टाइम में अगर आप देखोगे वो लाइट्स और रिफ्लेक्टर भी नहीं.
Yeah, it's all gone. Yeah.
In fact, वार्म होती थी, काफी वार्म होती थी. अगर जब स्टूडियो में जाते थे, स्टूडियो से बाहर निकलते थे, तो ऐसा लगता था कि भट्टी में गए हैं और भट्टी से बाहर निकल के आए हैं.
Yeah, very true. Very true.
इसमें एब्सोल्युटली एसी एटमॉस्फेयर है, कूल लाइट्स हैं. जब अभी हम लोग रिसेंटली जब कपिल शर्मा शो की शूटिंग के लिए गए, पता भी नहीं चला कब शूटिंग हो गई. गर्मी भी नहीं, पसीना भी नहीं, कुछ भी नहीं, और लाइट्स का भी फीलिंग नहीं आया. कहीं पे भी ऐसा भी नहीं लगा कि लाइट्स है कुछ है. ऐसा लग रहा था जैसे घर में बैठ के आपस में बातें कर रहे हैं और बातें करके.
In fact, I was feeling cold. I don't know because आप लोग दोनों ने तो जैकेट पहनी हुई थी. I was just in a sari and a blouse. मुझे तो ठंड लग रही थी. It was so pleasant. Yeah. So हम लोग ने जो रामायण में जो तकलीफ महसूस की है, very bad conditions. Yeah.
I remember दीपिका मैम जब मैं आपसे बात कर रही थी तो आपने ये चीज कहा था कि उस वक्त people used to laugh, saying that अरे कब से ये शो चल ही रहा है, या फिर गेटअप पे देख के they used to be a little like, you know, they used to find it a little funny.
I'll tell you what, I feel people like to look down upon you so that they look very superior. You know, that's the whole. I understand the psychology. So सबको ये लगता था. I was very young myself. So people who are older to me would say, अरे हम तो बचपन में देखते थे. But I'm like, listen, I'm younger to you. You know, I mean, don't forget it because you know who I am and I know who you are. So I know I'm younger to you. So they would come up with these kind of comments. Then they would come up with comments like, मेरी दादी जी आपकी फैन है, मेरे दादाजी फैन है, मेरी सास बैठ के देखती हैं. तो उनको ये लगता है कि it's very you know, small and petty if I say oh, I'm also your fan. But if you are seeing a big mega movie of a big mega star, it's cool. But to see Ramayan, appreciate Ramayan and the actors, and then I have watched Ramayan, would be like a little down market for them. So that was the feeling that, you know, I would get from a lot of people in those days. And of course, later it just kind of died out. And then there came a phase after 8-10 years or something where we just realized we were gods. We just plain simple gods. मतलब कोई problem है तो people would call me up and ask, आपको क्या लगता है इसका क्या होगा ना? मुझे कैसे मालूम? How do I know? So it was like that. So we've gone through those different phases and different mindsets of people and how they've reacted. But today, because of the millennials and the intelligent audience, they have taken it up so well. I think we spoke on the phone about it.
Yes.
Yeah. And I think now what it is कि, my God, they're such great performers. They're not gods. I mean, they're performers. They've done such a superb job in every aspect. They have looked, they've acted. So that's why you feel कि, oh, भगवान जैसे दिखते हैं. So I think now we're really getting our due credit. Honestly, now I'm enjoying my popularity because I'm being called as an actor, not just Sita ji Bhagwan hai, you know, that kind of a thing. So do
you agree with it, Sunil sir?
Absolutely, I agree with her. The thing is that, you know, you just go on my Twitter account and see the kind of the audience and the viewers are saying that we should be awarded Bharat Ratna and Padma Shri and National Award and all that. Not because of their emotion or their attachment with us or they're our fan. Because they feel that genuinely we have done a performance of that kind, you know. So I personally feel that they are liking it, they are loving it. That's bigger award than any award or any kind of a thing, you know. And even those days also, there are people who accepted us as a performer. But the majority of the people, what Deepika ji said is absolutely right. That's how they used to look at us. And in fact, in certain industry people also, and certain stars I met during those days and all that, And so some of the stars definitely said, "Ki, Arey, why did you do that? It's overexposed and kind of a work you have done may not fetch you any kind of a thing in life and not lead you anywhere in life and all that." And I was also taken up by those statements and all that. So I used to feel, "Arey, yaar, what did I do wrong?" and kind of a thing I shouldn't have done. So initially I was not very happy. But today, after 33 years, I'm proud of what I did.
Yeah.
Because
I think we've left a legacy.
Appreciating. People are really genuinely saying, yes, we have done a good work.
Sometimes what happens is I feel a lot of people only know parts of what they have heard perhaps and they form an opinion. Questioning is important, but at least have full knowledge about it.
Yeah, you need to have a base. You need to have an information about it. Very true. You need to know your subject.
Did you guys ever come across any such? Because I'm sure कि काफी time आपको भी personal discussion में maybe पूछा होगा कि why did Sita give agnipareeksha? What was the need? Because
I have a constant every year when there's a Women's Day, there's a Mother's Day, when they're talking about women, they're talking Abla Nari, Sita aisi hai. Constantly it used to be on because fundamental darkness of a certain subject. You are not ready to understand, not ready to listen. So then it gets very difficult for anyone to explain it to you. But when they saw it this time, it just came out in the open that, oh my God, we were bombarded with such wrong stories about the Ramayan, about the dhobi and, all kinds of things. So now people are kind of, okay, now we know, what is the reality. And, thank God we saw the serial. So we know what our culture is really all about. So yeah, of course, continuously all these years, I've always had to keep explaining myself. Some of them possibly understood, some of them did not understand. But yes, I think now my life is a little much easier that, people know what it is.
Yeah.
In fact, Bhavna, I had a little discussion with Sagar Saab during that time when he asked me this particular scene. And when I read the scene which has come to me to perform, the Agnipareeksha scene, so I did talk to Sagar Saab and I said, why this Agnipareeksha scene is there and why this is supposed to be taking place? He's a god. He doesn't know that Sita is definitely pure. Why he wants to take Agnipareeksha? That is giving a wrong message to the people, kind of. Then he explained to me that this is what is what you have seen and what people have seen. That was explained by him. And then there was a correction was also took place while writing a script also. That time also he, I think one or two places where Lakshman gets too angry and to Ram and he says कि मैं आपके against भी मतलब एक हो सकता है.
Yeah, right. So Papaji had a lot of cases also against him during all these things because ये actually dhobi की जो कहानी है, this is not part of your actual Ramayan. It is a part of folk tales. So over the years, it has developed into a story and people think, oh, it's a story. So Papaji had a lot of cases against him. So Uttar Ramayan mein to, half the time he was not even there to direct it. You remember that, Sunil ji? आपको याद है? Papaji रहते भी नहीं थे आधे time पे. उनके बेटे direct करते थे. I mean, of course, he would come. I'm not saying he was not there, but he used to, poor guy. At that age,
his involvement was not there in that.
He had to go to the court, so I mean, he couldn't do anything. But yes, there was a lot of fury around because of these kind of things. There were a lot of scholars who did not accept this version.
Sunil sir, if you get an exciting role today, would you want to take it up and come back?
See, if there is something challenging comes as a performer, I'll definitely consider. If in wholesome there has to be interesting story, interesting subject, and which is something new, something like very inspiring to people, or maybe a challenging kind of a thing. Some experiment takes place, then I'm ready for that kind of thing. Otherwise, I'm not interested in doing it.
Good roles. I want to do comedy. I want to do some strong heroine-oriented based roles, like pivotal roles. Movies which possibly roles in which Vidya Balan does. They're very strong, very grounded, very good roles. I would love to do. I would love to even do negative. I mean, it would be a lot of fun to do negative. I'm looking forward to coming back and doing great work. Yeah, I did Bala 6 months back, which was a small role, but I still think Amar Kaushik ji did a good job with me. I think it was noticed. It was noticed by the industry. So yeah, I want to do much more work than what I did. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, great. Thank you so much, both of you. I had immense pleasure. It was my immense pleasure to have you both.
Thank you.
Here
Thank you, Bhavna. It was lovely
about
talking to you.
something with. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
For
Thank
doing
you.
this.
Thank you.